Alright boys, so for part 1, what we're going to be doing is something other than a Dorito edit. So when you go to claim your opponent's wall, the most common edit is this. So you don't want to do this, okay? This is predictable. His crosshairs with his spaz are probably already lined up here. So you're going to do something a bit difficult, and it's going to involve you getting a lot of piece control over your opponent. So to start this off, you obviously want your shotgun out after you've claimed the wall. What you want to do is stand on the left side, as fully as you can on the left side. And you're going to basically do a bottom 4 edit. But then what you're going to do is be tight up against the wall. And you have to do this with a bit of momentum. But when you get running, then you place that ramp in and you're on this side. But what this enables you to do is actually get walls down here. So you can just fully piece him up when he comes out the side and you come in from this side. And just, you know, do what you got to do and hit him up. Then with a flat 200 if you can hit your shots, unlike me. But yeah, basically that was piece control part 1. So I'll show you how to do it one more time right now. Alright boys, so for method 2, we're going to have Keen here helping us out, and he's just going to tell us if he can see us or not when we do this. More of a long range piece control method. So, you know, you run up to his wall as normal, and you go to, you know, break his brick wall to get control. So when we get control out of our wood here, you can actually see that you can edit it from very far back, even without your build menu out. But with your build menu out, like, you can really reach walls, bro. Like, you have no idea how far you can reach. And even from here, okay, if we do a bottom 3 edit, okay, right now, you can't see us, right?
Nope, I can't see
you. Can't see us, but yeah, I can still place a ramp. So if you get this angle lined up, you can get a ramp in here so easily, okay? So you literally just put a ramp in, and then you run up, do a Dorito edit, and then you're in his box. And he doesn't know what to do because it's just like so fast. And if you can do it really fast, now I'm going to try and do it fast, but it probably won't work out for me. I'm going to break everything, and I'll show you guys me doing it fast, alright? Okay, boys, so method 3 is absolutely going to scare the shit out of your opponent, and you're going to do this by just the same thing as always, going, taking his wall, and then when you have the wall, you're going to do a very hard edit, okay? And you're going to do it exactly like this. So you're going to do like a Kanata classic, but the reason why you want to go anti-clockwise is because you're going to position yourself here before you confirm the edit, and then you're going to confirm the edit. I'm going to show it very slowly so you know exactly what to do, and then I'll show me doing it a bit faster. I still can't do it extremely fast because, you know, you need a lot of time to get this edit down. It's really hard, but when you do that and you confirm it, okay? Can you see me?
Nope.
Not one bit?
Not one bit at all.
Okay, and I'll show you my POV if, Keen, you come up and sit at the wall right now the same way I am. I can't see him if I jump here. I can't see him if I jump here. I can't see him if I jump here. The only way to see him is be literally touching this wall. A few inches away, it's impossible to hit him. You have to be touching the wall. So more than likely, your opponent is going to be back at the back of the wall like Keen was. So when you do have this wall, I'll just go through it one more time. And you do have this wall like so. You run up right beside it. You crouch so he can't see you. And you instantly get a ramp like this. And the reason why you want the ramp facing this way is because he's going to be put underneath it 90% of the time. If he gets put on top of it, it's still okay with you. And then exactly what you're going to do is fully reset this wall and then do a top edit like this. And when you're mid-air like I just was, you're going to try and look down and hit a shot. And even if you can't, you can just come and hit a shot like this. Or you can piece control and prepare for him coming out this side on the right. Or here if he comes out the back. You know, do whatever way you want to do it. But I'll show it now in a bit of a faster motion. That will actually do.
Yeah.
For method 4, what we're going to do is actually come in from above, and we're going to try and bait him out to get him in a full box to try and hit a full shot and then finish him off. So this is what it's going to look like, okay? What you're going to do is place a wall here, then a ramp. The wall is very important. Most people would just place a ramp here, but you're going to see why the wall is important in a minute. Then what you're going to do is come up and just pickaxe his wall as you normally would, okay? You're not actually going for the roof here, okay? That's just, you know, what you're going to bait him out with. You're going to go for the roof here, so if he comes out this side, you have him. But you're going to also be able to get him if he comes out the far side. Unfortunately, if he does go out the back side, it's just a bit unfortunate for you. He will get away, but you're covering literally this side, and this side. So that's 3 out of 4 ways with one simple, like, I guess, positioning technique. So the reason why you actually want to have that wall here is because if he does come out from the bottom left right here, you want to be able to just flip, go in, and full box him like so. Okay, and you want to have as much piece control as you possibly can. But, you know, that's hypothetical. That's only hoping he comes out that way. So what you want to actually do is go back to the pickaxe in his wall. And for this example, Keen is going to run out his left wall, which is my right. So what you do is you go and get the cone in here first. And you actually don't want a ramp, because if you put a ramp, it's going to like force him to go out that back way. He will turn around and run out the back way, and that's exactly what you don't want. So you want to actually bait him by actually giving him the option to go out. You want to make him think that you slipped up by placing this. So then when I place my wall, Keen is actually going to run out to his left. And you can see I can reach from over here with piece control and get into his box. And that's exactly what you want to do. Maybe not jump straight in unless you know he's low. But just literally, you can, I'll show you how far you can reach with those cones right now, okay? Without anything being here. Okay, Keen is actually helping me break these down because he's a legend. You can reach from right here. Like, you literally, if you're standing here, you can pickaxe his wall. And you can literally reach up and place a cone. And once that cone is placed, you can run and then get that. And then the first thing you want to do is actually get the wall in. Most people would think it's a ramp, but if you get that wall, you're chilling. So they'll go wall, ramp, and then both sides. And then you're chilling, okay? Then you can get really in there. And the reason why you want to put a ramp here is it's going to look like this. So he's either going to be stuck on top of it, which is okay for you, or he's going to be stuck at the bottom of it, which is also okay for you. If he's stuck at the top, you reset. Do not take a peek from here. Come down the side and then hop out and hit him. And preferably land on a cone or a ramp or something like that. So, you know, you can have the high ground, and it's so overpowered having this 2 inches of high ground to just slap him in the head. Especially if you jump like this, he can't even see you. So I'm going to try and attempt to do this in fast motion. And let's see how it goes. Okay, boys, so this is method number 5, and this is if you're on the defensive and you're about to be piece controlled, how to actually flip the whole situation and piece control your opponent that's being way too aggressive. So this is done by loads of pros, and you've probably definitely seen it done before. But this brick wall here, for example, it's a lot easier to do this on hard mats. It's really not so good to do it on, you know, wood, because it's 2 hits. So, for example, with this brick, what you would do is your opponent would start pickaxing your wall, okay? So if you just hit that wall once for me, Keen, then what you need to do, as soon as he's hitting that wall, you have no intention of letting him break that. What you're going to do is edit out the right side, and your opponent is going to come and place a wall, but you're not going to go out this way. He's going to be so tunnel vision on you going here, you're just going to step back 1 or 2 centimeters, and then you're going to go in and like attempt to full box your opponent like I just did. I'll try and show it in a bit of a faster motion, so you get the gist of it, but that's basically how to do it. And it will look so nasty as a clip, but also it's just really effective, and you can do it like on anybody, no matter how good they are, because no one's going to expect it. Alright, boys, so for method 6, this is one of the most overpowered methods of actually defending yourself from somebody being above you, and you're going to full box them in the box we're standing in right now. So you're going to do that by editing out with a bottom Dorito like this, and then doing a double ramp, and your opponent is instantly going to look at these ramps going up, and he's just going to try and like rush up them as well, so you don't get height. So you have to be very fast with doing this, and that's the only thing that makes it super hard, is the speed you have to do it at. Then what you're going to do is when you have these 2 placed, you're going to have to edit both of these on your floor and turn like this. Okay, now this only works is when he's tunnel vision on breaking down. So that's when you should use this, is when somebody's breaking your roofs. And then you know he's about to drop in. So it really only works when you're on super low health, because that's the only time a good opponent will do something like that. But, right, let's just say I'm going to drop him in right now, but you have to turn super fast, okay? Super fast, so like this. And you catch your opponent like that, get the cone on him. Then you come out the side you already have edited, and then half edit like that, and hit him with a 200 pump. And it's really that simple. And even if you miss your shot, you can still just, you know, keep resetting. You can keep doing different edits. You can come down. You have the whole box. It's literally, you can even, if you want to, just flip this, flip it back, and come back down on the roof. You can do so many different things when everything in the box is yours. But it's just very hard, and it's a very rare circumstance where this piece control, I guess, method comes in handy. But when it comes in handy, it really comes in handy. And he can't even hit you if you do it right. Super protective. I'm going to do it in a bit of a faster motion for you boys right now, so let's go. Okay, boys, method 8. This method is not ready to do a piece control, and it is going to be the last part of the piece control section. Then we're going to go on and show you some insane exploits that aren't really used, but they're super common. So it's actually a door edit. Now, this can be used as an exploit, but it's super overpowered. So let's say if it really only works when you're diagonal to your opponent's box. So for example, your opponent is diagonal to you. If you were to look at it from an aerial view, That's what it looks like, okay? You guys are just diagonal. He's locked up in his box. What you need to do is actually come in here and just edit a door and then bring it out. You are going to be so surprised with how much stuff this door can do. And if you did watch my previous video I made months ago on these kind of peaks and edits, make sure you comment down below beast, because, man, you've been on the channel a hot minute. So, bro, this is me just showing it off again and making sure that everybody knows about this peak, because nobody does it, but yeah, it's so overpowered, right? You have a door and you have right-hand peak. So that's full just amazingness right now, okay? You've right-hand peak, and even if your opponent, like, places a ramp, so Keen, can you edit and place a ramp? I'll place the floor so it doesn't go under. He can't ramp me because I'm literally so close to his stuff. So I can hit a free pump on him if I want to, but I'm not going to. So just let's destroy this ramp and go again. So lock yourself back in that box. It's so hard to do, bro. You have to do it at the right time. So if I literally place a ramp, I have to be yellowed in it, and then I go in really quickly, I can get straight into his box. Now that's a very hard thing to do, and most of the people watching this aren't going to do that. So I'm just going to show you what, like, the best way to actually use this. So hold that wall again. What you can actually do is just grab his walls like this, okay? Good ping, so I grabbed the first try. You can edit it from any way possible. If I do a Dorito edit, he can't possibly see me. I can't actually get a floor in unless I jump. But even if I do a bottom Dorito edit, it's very hard for him to see me right now, okay? So I can literally sit back in my box. I can sit and get the cone in from here. I can do a similar ramp technique that we did earlier, where I get the ramp like this and go to piece control here. There's so many different things you can do just from having a door on right-hand peak. He can't box you, which makes it so overpowered. But now let's start talking about some insane exploits. Okay, boys, so for all these exploits, I'm just going to rapid fire straight through them to give them to you as fast as possible, because they're pretty simple and easy to understand. Just watch out for a few things that can go wrong. So, for example, this is probably one you would use endgame, trying to go into someone's box from above. You get their cone, okay, but for some reason they have a high ping, so you can't get their floor. This is how you exploit in. Just don't do this unless he's on really low HP or just a terrible player. What you need to do is just hit this once to get it on one, and then back yourself right in here and keep walking backwards. But, like, I might mess this up right now first try, but it's definitely doable. You just need to get the angles down right. So if I go and swing right here, see the way it didn't work first try? So you have to go again second try and not hit this cone, because that's what will happen. So there you go. Once you get that blue thing up, it's really easy to exploit in, because you just hit it and it breaks the whole thing. And your pickaxe is kind of snapped to it, and then you can bam, you can go bam, you can do whatever you want, bro. And that's exploit 1. Okay, boys, so for exploit 2, it's basically the same thing we were just doing, but from below. And you're not actually phasing into his box, you're phasing him into your box. And it's real simple, very overpowered. I've done it a lot of times in, tournament games. I've seen a lot of pro players doing it. I've seen a lot of casual players doing it accidentally, because they just spray with a P90 from below. But basically what you want to do is go up. These are your opponent's floors and cones, so you're coming in from below, and make sure you're standing on a ramp or a cone that's like that, and preferably a cone. Trust me, a cone will work out better. What you want to do is full box yourself, make sure all the walls are yours, and then what you're going to do is just literally, you don't have to claim anything. This is the best thing. Don't claim anything. Let him keep claiming. You just pickaxe. So while holding W, you're going to get up and you're going to get in. So example, if you are holding your floor, so just place a floor right there. Kian, just place a floor. Yeah. See the way I'm, like, phasing right through it right now? And then he's going to realize I'm phasing through it. So he's going to swap to his cone, okay? So now he's going to be holding his cone. You can sort of see through. You don't really need to see through. Just break his cone and keep pushing up. Okay, keep pushing up as much as you can. You'll phase into his box. Or if he decides to edit that cone and you have that floorboard yellowed, he will just drop down into you. That's why it's important to have the cone down there, so you can reset the cone and just slap him with a nice pump. Or if you phase into his box like this, make sure he's by himself, not with a full trio, and then boom, dead. Next exploit. Okay, boys, so for the last exploit of this video, this is by far the best one, because this is my exploit. This is going to be called the Uprising Classic. I've not seen anybody do this before, but I always do it, like, literally all the time. Now, most of the time I mess it up because, it has to be done perfectly, and I can't do it perfectly all the time. But it's actually a pretty savage exploit slash just god tier edit, okay? So, for example, Keen is going to take my wall right now, and you're going to have a prefab edited like this. So, Keen, you're going to edit that wall right now and claim it. And then you're going to do a Dorito edit like you normally would. So, when you do a Dorito edit like that, okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm on my ramp right now. If I jump and then let go, I'm up here with right-hand peak, okay? So, if you jump for a clean shot, I can peek out and hit you. Or, if you decided to absolutely key into my box right now. So for some reason, let's say you just spray your SMG and you run up at me, just like literally get in my box, just literally run up that staircase. I do this, okay, and I instantly phase myself below. I can go out, I can go up, and then I can hit him. And this will that phase drop thing. Keen, you're gonna have to exit my house. This phase drop thing, when you get up on top like this, the only way it actually will exploit you is if you kind of hold S and go backwards. Okay, so make sure you're going backwards with a joystick or holding S. Sometimes you can just scroll wheel edit and reset it, but not all the time does that work. So make sure you're always pressing yourself back into the corner and then dropping. And then even if you want to, you can do something like that and go super aggressive on him and box him. Even just go on the aggressive out of nowhere, you won't expect it, and then he's going to edit you down like this, and then you're dead. But that's the end of the video, boys. If that helped you out, man, please hit the like button, because I'm going to try and get this video to as many people as possible so we can help them out. And if you've seen one of these edits before, comment down below which one you've seen before, and comment down below which one you've never seen before and you're going to start using from now on, because I want to know. I'm genuinely serious. I want to know if these were helpful or not, so I can make more videos like this. Or if you just think the video is shit, don't just let me know. Don't dislike the video, bro. That's just mean. But yeah, on screen right now, you should be able to see the previous version of this video with a lot of exploits in it, just not as many and as good ones as this.